Honestly, guys, I had no real intention of seeing this movie at all, but I only went to go see this movie for two reasons. One, Lakeith Stanfield, and two, I just wanted to see some movie to kill time before Circus Maximus started. And boy, I gotta tell you, Circus Maximus, that shit was awesome. And the album itself, Utopia, was even more awesome. I got this pretty cool Utopia shirt when I went to go see Circus Maximus the day before the album dropped. I think Utopia might be in my top 3 favorite Travis Scott albums. Man, that was such a good album. Anyways, here's Haunted Mansion. So Haunted Mansion is a remake of the 2003 original The Haunted Mansion, which is based off of the theme park ride at Disneyland. The film is directed by Justin Simien, and it stars Lakeith Stanfield, Rosario Dawson, Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson, and Danny DeVito. So the movie is about a woman and her son who enlist a crew of so-called spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural entities. One of the very few redeeming parts about this movie was the cast. I thought the cast was great. They all offered some form of life to this already bland movie, and I think the chemistry between all of them was flat out hilarious and well executed, for the most part. The biggest standouts from a comedic standpoint was Owen Wilson and Tiffany Haddish. Those two were the funniest characters in this whole movie. So they basically play themselves, but the only difference is that Owen Wilson is a priest and Tiffany Haddish is a fortune teller, I think, or something along that nature. But the point is, from a comedic standpoint, they were great. I will admit, this movie has some surprisingly heartfelt emotions, and all of those heartfelt emotional scenes came from Lakeith Stanfield. Look, I done said it once and I will say it again. Lakeith Stanfield is a powerhouse A-list actor, and he tries his absolute hardest to carry this movie from a serious and emotional standpoint. And honestly, when the movie focuses on his grief and his connection with Travis, who is the little boy of the mother, that is also kind of where the movie shines, and it actually surprisingly made me a little choked up, which I did not expect, but I appreciate it. However, the problem is that when you take Lakeith Stanfield's serious and emotional scenes along with this unamusing and generic Disney film and merge it together, it did not blend well. In fact, it felt like I was watching two completely different films, and I feel like that those two elements did not blend as fluidly as the director had hoped it did. All of the scenes in which Lakeith Stanfield's character is battling grief along with his connection with Travis, that could have been a movie on its own, but here we are. And with that being said, with where we are in this movie, guys, I gotta be honest. This movie was just boring. When this movie does not focus on the main cast in the mansion or any of the heartfelt emotional scenes, I just found myself struggling to care. Because look, I didn't care about the ghosts. I didn't care about their backstory. All I knew is that by the third act, I was ready for this film to be over with. And that is not a good thing to be feeling. This movie was very predictable with its story and where it was going. Like, I feel like the average 8-year-old kid could have figured out where this movie was going to end, because God, it was just so predictable. Look, I have never seen the original Haunted Mansion. However, I'm willing to bet my money that the story was not great and it was very predictable. So, what can you do? You know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on this movie because at the end of the day, it's just a kid's movie. But at the same time, I don't give a f. In the end, Haunted Mansion is just another cheap cash grab from Disney. The main cast did everything that they could to keep this movie alive, but the bland and just predictable storytelling and the lack of creativity just made it much harder to sit through. And honestly, I do not think I will be sitting through this one again anytime soon. So, plugging Haunted Mansion into the rank system, I am placing this one into the negative zone. But yeah, that is pretty much my review for Haunted Mansion. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about Haunted Mansion. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why is Lakeith Stanfield such a great actor? To all my Travis Scott fans, did you all see Circus Maximus the day before Utopia debuted? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all in the next one.
After working up the nerve, almost equal in size, I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time. I paid a piece of my mind for every nickel and dime, but never less than a 5 and never slept on a job. A killer crept on your squad, yet never left the garage. When your God was close enough to see the flesh of his eyes. Get to the button and press, it's what the message advised. What's the threat behind the vest is where the testament lies.